Hello everybody, we are back here on the early access for the brand new update on the Hunter Call of the Wild. Today, we are going to be hunting the European Bison, since I think there's a very high chance that that will be the next great one. If you guys saw today's video, we kind of went over that. And why we think it's going to be a Euro Bison great one. I think it's very high chance, in fact. Very, very, very high chance. Discord saved your life? Oh, I think it's terrible, HH Gaming. It's nice to see that, like, some of the whole operation got shut down for the cheaters in Tarkov. I don't know if you saw, but on Tarkov, one of the lead cheat developers got taken down by the police, so that basically makes that whole cheat that people were using unusable, which is amazing. So good to hear. You like the free lodge? I think it's decent. I think it's a pretty decent one. Let's see what this beautiful 338 does to this thing. Well, and I had to tab out for a second and see, make sure I'm on the right music playlist. I think we are. I'm doing good, Fish Sandwich. I'm doing good. Oh, let's get this thing. Oh, probably would have been good if I had actually chambered another round. Did that... Wow, that didn't get penetration. That first shot looked broadside and we didn't get penetration. Interesting. That is honestly the biggest complaint I've seen from other creators about the brand new 338 is that the penetration's a little bit rough. Oh my gosh, where are all these coming from? Oh my gosh. I mean, I'll take it. Beautiful. Oh yeah, definitely Kato. Definitely. And the 7mm has a phenomenal sound and reload animation as well. Big fan of the 7mm. I think it's probably my favorite in the entire pack, honestly. We killed... I don't even know if we killed that other bison. Kinda looking like we may not have killed it. Feels bad, man. Yeah, the mag flip is amazing. Just a heads up, though. The mag flip will only happen if you have Lightning Hands level 3. You have to have that perk in order for the magazine flip to be a thing. Because it's based on the speed at which you're doing it. Where is it, Hunter? Did we hit vitals? Yeah, we did. Must have died really, really slow then. Here's the other one that we shot. Not good. Hey, Bucky Shorts, how's it going, dude? Welcome to the channel. Great one, Bison. Yeah, I think there's a good chance we'll get a great one, Euro Bison. I think there's a pretty high chance that it will be a thing. As there's a brand new multi-mount for the Bison, just out of nowhere. Unannounced. Really makes me wonder. Why would they just randomly add a Euro Bison mount when we already had one? Like, they just added it unannounced. Every time they've done this in the past, it meant we had a great one coming. Now, if they do some type of a rework to the Bison, or like if the Bison get true racks... or I guess true horns it would be, then that would like be a confirmation that it's going to be a great one Euro Bison. I think it's already very likely, but we'll see. Curious what your guys' thoughts are on that. What's my favorite game besides Call of the Wild? I've got a few of them. I'm a huge fan of Escape from Tarkov. Unfortunately, it's got some major problems with just being difficult to get rid of cheaters. So they've had issues with that, unfortunately, but I love the game. It's one of my favorites of all time. Another game that I love is Ark Survival Evolved. Play that game very extensively. As many hours on that as I have in Call of the Wild, to be honest. Uh-oh, it rebound my keys again. Oh, I know why. It's because I swapped builds over. I went and grinded Moose last night on the live build. So it swapped my keybind again. Where is it? Hide all animal clues. There we go. Control. Perfect. Now, whenever I crouch, it won't get rid of the outline. Beautiful. I'm going to turn the volume up just so you guys can hear the rifle sounds more. I'm not going to ride the ATV because of that, though. Yeah, I did, HH Gaming. That's kind of what sparked the whole, like, I guess, talk throughout the community recently. That's why I stopped playing the game, honestly. After I saw that, I was like, 60%? I mean, I knew it was bad, because in the past it has been really bad like that, but I didn't know it was still that bad. And that just killed my motivation to play Tarkov. But hearing that one of the lead cheat makers for Tarkov got taken down by the police, that is definitely a very positive thing for the game. Because now that cheat is no longer usable. It's completely inactive, which is huge because it was a very popular one on Tarkov. Really happy to see that the police went through and took them down and essentially made it unusable. Amazing to see. Not often you see a cheat developer like that get what they deserve. For sure, Pancake, for sure. Yeah, I think it would be cool, K-Mac. I'm interested to see what they would do with the Euro Bison Great One. I really don't know what would be the direction they would take with it. Curious how many Bison are gonna attack us today. To be honest, I didn't notice anything different, Caswell. I tried them out, a couple days ago, and to be honest, the reload animations for the lever actions looked the same to me. I think the only thing that changed was the actual, like movement of the lever. That looks slightly different, but it's not enough for it to be, like, a notable difference. Like, if they hadn't told me that there was any changes, I wouldn't have even noticed. Hey, Kyle, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. What's the new pack? It is a bolt action pack with a 308, 338, and 7mm bolt action rifle. It's a really good weapon pack. Probably the best one they've ever released besides Modern Rifles pack. I like the Modern Rifles pack better, I think, just because the 308 AR is so devastatingly good. Probably not, Kellen. There is a few problems with the 338. One, it has really poor penetration on Moose. So a lot of times you can't even penetrate to the heart at over 200 meters. The other reason I won't be using it for Moose is it has a lot of bullet drop compared to the 300. So I'm probably still going to be using the 300 for Moose grinding. But I'll probably use the 338 for stuff like Bison, Cape Buffalo, elk, things like that. At least that's kind of where I stand on it right now. We'll see if any of those opinions change in the future, but for now, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Ooh, it is the end of their drink time. Wish I had known that before running all the way over here. Yeah, Star Wars, I do. Yeah, it's really good, Dirtle. I love the Modern Rifle pack. I think it's still my favorite weapon pack, but this one's really good. The 7mm is probably the best rifle in the whole pack. I could totally see myself using this for a lot of things. I don't know if I'll use it for whitetail grinding since it's not as fast firing as a 308. But it's still really good. It'll most likely be my go-to gun for multiplayer. Go-to gun for stuff like mule deer, probably. A few hours today, Aussie. We're kind of going to play it by ear, just see how long we want to go. Hey, Daniel, how's it going, man? Do you like using the M1? Yeah, the M1's pretty good. I kind of see it as an interchangeable rifle with the 308. with the 308 AR. Like, you can kind of use them both interchangeably. They're both really good. Welcome, Cannon. Welcome. Hey, Nox, how's it going, man? Hey, Joe. Hey, Duck. What's the best whitetail map, in my opinion? I personally like Leighton Lake's the best. But Rev on Thule is also a very good choice. A lot of people love Rev. Rev on Thule is definitely a lot less brushy than Leighton, but Leighton has less areas you have to look for the whitetail. For now, Blake, we might do a little bit of other stuff later. The primary reason we're going for Bison right now is because I think there's a very high chance it's the next great one. Made a whole video on it this morning if you haven't seen it. Talking about how they just randomly added a multi-mount for Euro Bison out of nowhere. So I think it's pretty likely it'll be the next great one. So I figured what better way to prepare for that possibility than to do a stream where we smoke Bison with the 338. Try to get an idea of the damage output against them. How much money does the pack cost? I believe it's going to be the same price as always, $3.99 USD. And then whatever the conversion would be for other currencies, obviously. I told KC about it because he didn't notice it, Joe. We were chatting, I think it was like 2 or 3 days into the early access, and I was like, yeah, dude, there's a new Bison multi-mount. I'm going to do a video on that. And he's like, ooh, I guess I'm going to do a video on that too. I think they said there's going to be a sale once it drops. Yeah, there usually is. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that, dude. Have I met KG Gaming? No, I haven't, Dirtle. I've tried to get in contact with him before, but it's kind of hard to get larger creators to see your emails since they get hundreds of them every week. Yeah, it's very likely, Bebop. I think the next map has to be a European map. Which is honestly kind of disappointing if that's the case. It kind of makes me hope that Euro Bison isn't the next great one, just so we could maybe get a map that isn't Europe or the US like we've been getting a lot of. Really want to see Africa 2.0, but if they're doing a Euro Bison great one, they would have to add it on another map. Couldn't they just add it to Rev on Thule? I'm actually not sure, but could they? I think that's a possibility. Well, let me make the chat box bigger and also my stream output. There we go. Now I can see the chat a little bit better. Thank you, Big Game Hunter. Appreciate it, dude. Brazil and Netherlands map would be good for the sales. Yeah, definitely. I think the only reason they haven't done Brazil is because of, like, hunting regulations there. Yeah, jungle map would be phenomenal. That is a pretty common request as well. I do think that would do very well. They could do an African rainforest, to be honest. I don't know about y'all, but I think an African rainforest would be phenomenal. I think that would be one of the best things they could possibly do. Maybe, DeLegend. I'm not sure. The only reason I don't grind for red deer anymore is because I've got every rack for the great one. And there's no, like, special fur types for red deer great ones, so I don't really have a reason to keep grinding them. I already achieved everything I wanted to with the red deer. Which is why we kind of moved on to moose and whitetail, because I still need a rack for the whitetail, and I still need all the fur variations and 2 of the racks for the moose. Yeah, that'd be amazing, K-Mac. I would love that. Be so cool. I I've always thought that leopards would be the perfect thing for them to add if they do another Africa map. Because it's not really stepping into the same territory that elephants would. Like, they're not going to be... They wouldn't risk as much controversy with something like a leopard as they would with an elephant, and it also wouldn't take as much work. Like, with an elephant, you'd have to add a new lodge to even fit them. You would also have to essentially be making the biggest animal in the game, which would be a very tall feat to try and animate and design that. So I could see them doing leopards and it actually being really good for the game. Not only would we finally get another member of the Big Five. Wait, was the leopard part of the old or the new Big Five? I know they removed something from the Big Five. Was it the rhino? And then they added in the leopard, right? So yeah, it would be a part of the new Big Five, which would be another thing that's highly requested. I just really think leopards would be such a good option. Yeah, I don't know if they do Antarctica. I could see them doing, maybe like essentially like a remake of White Rime Ridge in the Hunter Classic. I could see that maybe becoming a map here in Call of the Wild. Could definitely see that being a thing. Alright, we're not really finding anything along this river. I'm thinking we will probably go... Let's loop around here. This is always a great spot for Euro Bison. So is this lake. I want to kind of check all those areas. Really wanting to find a diamond or a rare today. So we'll see if we can do that. It'd be awesome to take down a diamond Euro Bison with the 338. Or even the new 7mm because it's usable on them. That'd be kind of cool. Now on the live build, we have Euro Bison over here. I don't know if we will on this build. I mean, that's a Euro Bison zone still, so I guess we do have some here. Nice, Star Wars for life. That's awesome. Probably not, Drippy. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I've got work I need to do with videos, so I guess it depends. We'll see. Also, guys, I have officially sealed in a collaboration to celebrate 100K subscribers. So, very soon, you guys will see a collaboration video pop up. It's actually somebody we've collabed with here on the channel before, but it's been a while, so we decided to do it again. Provided everything works out, we're supposed to record like Monday, and then we will release our videos shortly after. Well, who do you guys think we're going to do the collab with? What would y'all's first guess be? It's somebody we've collabed with in the past. Let's see who's the first to guess it. Hey, Bobby, how's it going, dude? There we go. Somebody guessed it. It is DD33, K-Mac. It is indeed DD. It's been a bit since we've done a collab, so we decided that we would get one going. It should be a lot of fun. Not exactly sure what we're going to do yet, but I'm thinking it's got to be something relating to the new rifles and just, like, showing off how awesome they are. Hey, Code, how's it going, dude? How many zones should you have for Whitetail and Rancho? Setting up for a Whitetail grind very soon. I have no clue how many zones I need. There is between 60 and 75 zones on Rev, depending on your map. Some people have 60, some people have up to like 75. Definitely recommend hunting your zones as you find them, though. Considering there's so many zones, and I know this is something that's debated throughout the community, right? Some content creators believe that you should find all your zones before grinding. Others believe that you should hunt from the very beginning. I personally believe that you should be shooting animals the second you find your first zone, because there's a lot of what's it called? There's a lot of time spent finding zones, and I always have felt that if you're not shooting deer while you're finding your zones, that's a lot of wasted time. You could have had like a few hundred kills, maybe even over 1,000 kills by the time you find all your zones if you're hunting the zones as you find them. That's what I did with my latent whitetail grind and made it so we got our first great one pretty quickly. Look at that boy right there. Honestly, I want to see how the 7mm does on them. Oh, the sound is just so good. It's just such a booming sound. The 7mm is amazing. Honestly, it just started losing health. That's not bad. 7mm kind of decent on the Bison. Hey, Nathan, how's it going, dude? Hope you're doing good. We're just running around smoking some Bison. Spent the day doing a little bit of shopping because my wife's mom got here and is going to be living with us for the next month or so until she finds a place. She just moved from Utah down here to Oregon, so getting her situated and everything. And yes, I spent the first part of the day doing that. And now we are hunting some Bison with the new rifles, the 7mm and the 338. Just smoked a pretty big level 4 with the 7mm. And honestly, taking it down pretty quickly. In fact, there it is right there. That's the great thing about the Bison, man. They just don't run that far. You end up finding them really quickly. .213.33, not a bad one. And there's the 7mm penetration at 140. I don't really expect to get double lung with it, but it doesn't do too bad. Honestly, it died quick for that being a single lung. Definitely impressed with it. It's honestly kind of crazy how, like, the 338 and 7mm have been in the game for a very long time. But I never really paid that close of attention to the damage output or the penetration on them. Just because they were single shots, so I never really used them that much. I've always valued having those extra follow-up shots more than the damage output of a single round. So I never really used the single shot ones that much. Now that I'm using them in a bolt action form, I'm seeing how good the 7mm really is. Mentalist, thank you so much for becoming a member. Really appreciate it. Enjoy all the perks that come with that, the emotes, the extra Discord channels, and the scrapped uploads on the channel, along with all the other cool stuff. Thank you so much for being here. Caitlin, thank you for the 11 months. Holy, welcome back. My gosh. And, Mentalist, thank you so much for the gifted membership as well. Congrats to Bebop. You actually just had yours expire, and now you got a new one. Congrats. That is awesome. Have you missed anything so far in this stream? Not really, Dino. We've just been shooting a few Bison, having a chat about the possibility of it being a great one. And talking about some other stuff, too. We got a cool collaboration coming up. Y'all have been asking for another collab for quite a while, and I told you guys I'd try to get something together for 100K. And so I decided we would get a collab going with somebody that we have done one with previously that we haven't had a chat with in a while, and I thought it'd be cool to catch up. So we're gonna have Dee Dee joining us for a video. It should be quite a bit of fun. We're gonna mess around on the early access with all the new guns, test them out on a bunch of stuff, just have a bunch of fun. Should be quite a bit of fun. No, Bebop, that emote was actually one of the first ones I ever added. How's everything been for you so far, Caitlin? Hope you've been having a good day. Definitely, Nathan, definitely. Forgot this game existed, I know, right, Lunar? Just kind of, it disappears off the face of the earth when there's no updates. What do you think a great one Euro Bison would look like? To be honest, I don't know. I think they would have to go down the route of making just really fancy special fur types. Special fur types larger horns than normal. Maybe like a horn that's kind of bent off to the side or like grew in the wrong spot. Can that happen? Hold on, I gotta check. I actually gotta check. Is that a possibility, guys? Can a bison have a horn grow off the side of its head instead of the top? Like as like a, I guess like a defect? That would be crazy. Yeah, it's been great, Caitlin. It's been, it went very well. A third horn? Yeah, that could work too. I think there's a lot of stuff they could do with a European bison great one. And maybe they could make it have like longer, more shaggy hair as well. Like I think the route they should go is like a really old, like seasoned European bison that's got really big horns. Double horns on each side. That could be crazy looking. I'll have to look it up after my phone's done updating. I'd look it up right now, but yeah, I just updated my phone, so it's finishing the installation. Double horns and an afro for hair. The Afro Bison, that'd be interesting. How far can these Euro Bison be? I feel like they can be over here. Although I kind of want to go here and just run this part of the river. Let's do that. I know for a fact there's stuff there. How many great ones do I have? I have 27 great ones in total. Although, I think you were probably typing red deer and it auto-corrected. I have 6 red deer great ones. Not as many red deer as I do whitetail. In fact, the whitetail really, like, just have overtaken all my other great ones. I have 18 whitetail, 6 red deer, and then 3 moose. You know what's insane? This most recent moose has taken longer than all 3 of my previous moose grinds combined. It's kind of insane because the first half of the most recent grind was when we were still doing herd management, so it would have been like the farthest we'd got into it, and you know, there's a lot of people that think that it affects great ones. I personally don't, because it still was my longest grind with it, and now that we've stopped doing it, it's been another 1,000 kills or so. It's been a while since we have seen a great one moose. Really hoping to see it pop soon. At least we're able to kill more moose per hour than we used to. That's definitely helped a decent bit. We have anything up here? I know we saw some bison, but I didn't see any big ones. Do you think it's possible to transfer your old Call of the Wild data from your PS4 to new Xbox? No, that's not how it works, Kyle. Saves are local. Like, it's all saved locally, and it's console specific, so like a save from PC would not be compatible with Xbox. A save from PS4 would not be compatible with PC, etc., etc. It's specifically for that platform, and it's all saved locally. I think you can back it up onto a cloud if you're, like, upgrading from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, but yeah, there's not going to be a way to transfer it cross-platform, you know? It's unfortunate, but it's just the way they have it designed. What is that, K-Mac? I'm not familiar with the different, like, types of bison. I really only know the, wood bison, plains bison, Euro bison, and I believe American bison's also one of them. I don't know if that's any different from the other bison I just mentioned, but that's the other one I've heard of. Oh, they're right next to us. Hold up. Is that a male or a female? It's a female. We'll just take these. There was one over here I just heard. Yeah, there we go. A little level 3. Oh, there's some way down there, too. Another 3. That's a levitating 3. That guy, oh, we don't want anywhere near that. Ooh, smoked him. He is mad. That's a good 4. Nice. We dropped one into him. Dude, I love the 338 for Bison. Not so much for Moose, but for Bison, it's amazing. Did we get him? Yeah, we did. Yeah, like I was saying, I like this for the Bison. For the Bison, it's not too bad. And also, the spook distance is so good now. So happy they reverted it. Or not necessarily reverted it, but brought it closer to what it used to be. Let's do a 7mm shot on this guy. Gotta wait for that perfect broadside shot, though, or else it's never getting in there. He's got all the ladies protecting him, though. He must be a very, very special Bison. Oh, I accidentally clicked. Oh, no. Wait. I just saw the impact go right into his side. Did it go through his body? Or did that hit below him and I'm just blind? I guess it could have hit below him and I might just be blind. Hey, Gabriel, how's it going, man? How's it going? Oh, also, I didn't get around to replying to your comment earlier because I was in the store when I saw it pop up. But to answer your question about why they haven't done the great ones that won on the poll, like the elk, you mentioned that they did the polls a while back and elk was like one of the most wanted. I think a lot of it comes down to those polls were just what Jaxie was putting up for fun to see if people wanted a specific great one. It was never like a guarantee. It was just seeing, kind of gauging the interest in things. And after that, it gets passed on to the devs, I imagine. So it's probably just something the devs didn't feel like it was the time for. It's more, I think it was more of just to see what people wanted. And a lot of people wanted Moose over an elk, so even though elk had won on that poll, Moose were still like more widely requested across the community. That right there is our 338 shot in him. Not too, wow, 346 meters. That's actually not terrible. I do wish there was a little more pen on the 338 though. All right, K-Mac, once my phone boots up from the update, I will take a look at it. Oh, I would love an elk great one too, Gabriel. It's like a top 3 request for me for future great ones. I think right now my top 3 most wanted great ones is black-tailed deer, mule deer, and Roosevelt elk. And then number 4 and 5, rounding out the top 5, would be fallow deer and probably Rocky Mountain elk. And that would comprise my top 5 most wanted great ones. I just feel like antlered great ones are the best way to go because there's a lot more you can do with them. Though I could totally see like a Cape Buffalo or a lion or a Euro Bison or a Plains Bison being a pretty cool great one as well. Honestly, a mountain lion wouldn't be a bad great one either. When you think about it, you could do some cool stuff with a mountain lion. Make it like the legendary cat that terrorizes the mountains. There could be some cool lore behind a mountain lion great one. I think that'd be actually pretty cool. Yeah, exactly, which is why they went with moose. And then you run into the issue with, like, this possibility of a Euro Bison great one, right? I could see how a lot of people might be like, why would they do Euro Bison when elk, mule deer, fallow deer, and blacktail are more highly requested? Well, I can tell you the biggest reason. We don't have a horned great one in the game currently. We just have antlered great ones and then one predator great one, but we don't have anything with horns. And we only have one great one on Hirschfelden. And since they want to kind of focus on base maps first, Hirschfelden is where we're really lacking great ones. So they can't really do another latent species yet. We already have the moose, we already have the black bear, and the whitetail. So they'd have to do something on Hirsch. And though a fallow deer, it would be amazing and is very highly requested, I think they're probably... I think the only reason they wouldn't do it is because we don't have a horned great one, and we already have a couple antlered great ones. Actually, 3 of them. Just trying to get into the head of a developer, you know? The mindset that they might be having with it. That's the only thing I can think of to, like, make Euro Bison the choice. And it's also a very unique species. It's only on one map. So that could also be a reason. Just because it would bring more attention to Hirschfelden. Hirschfelden's been long regarded as one of the, like, least played maps because of how brushy it is, so that would definitely bring some excitement to the map. Maybe Gabriel, but if I'm being honest, Euro Bison have actually been a lot of fun to grind when I was grinding them for rares. We did a grind for a little bit, and it was actually pretty enjoyable. They were pretty consistent. They get to their zones on time, unlike Black Bear. And they don't run far at all. They're so slow that they barely move at all after you shoot them. Which, that is really awesome. So I actually think they'd be pretty good. I think they'd be way better than Black Bear. In terms of, like, ease of hunting and reliability. Ooh, look at this. This is going to be cool. Boom! Let's just get the whole herd down, yeah? Dude, those 5 rounds are amazing. That's going to be the biggest upside to the 338, is the 5-round magazine. Oh. Didn't let my heart rate rest enough. There's another one. It's a bison slaughtering ground. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, that was devastating. Why can't it do that, like, with double lung? Come on. What are we hitting? I must be hitting heart or neck. That last one missed, but we got pretty much everything there. Well, that was awesome. Oh, we brain shot that one. Wow. Smoked it. Honestly, brain shots are very viable on these things if they're not like a diamond, right? Like, you could totally just brain shot them all the time. Oh, me too, Gabriel. I want nothing more than for them to start working on non-base game great ones. That and non-typicals. Give us great one mule deer. Give us a great one blacktail. Give us a great one rosy and rocky elk. And give us non-typicals for all the antler species, please. Oh, his lower neck. Okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense. That was also upper and middle neck. So yeah, lots of neck and brain shots we just hit. There we go. And another one. Wow, we shot a lot of them. A Merriam Turkey great one. I wouldn't hate it as long as they made it easier to find. I think if they ever do a bird or small game great one, they need to make it easier to find than a normal great one. Just because in general, people aren't going to be finding many of those species in general. So they'd have to make it so the great one spawns more commonly. Because let's be honest, if they added a great one quail, right? You'd maybe find 5 or 10 quail in an hour. And so if they had the normal great one spawn rate, that could literally take years to find. So they would have to find a way to balance it out to make them show up more commonly without it being too easy, right? It would be pretty interesting. What are my top 5 animals to kill? Like my favorite 5 animals in the game to hunt? Whitetail for sure. Moose. Probably Euro Bison. I also really enjoy... I like the Sika deer hunting quite a bit. And then what would number 5 be? Probably Rocky Elk, to be honest. Rocky Elk are a blast. All right, let's see if we got any zones up here. Honestly, really enjoying using the 338 on these bison. It's pretty fun. All right, we got to be careful. There's another group up here. What do you guys think? 7mm on these? It's kind of what I'm thinking. I used to like red deer a lot, Leo, but they're not top 5 for me anymore. I don't know. It's just there's not enough variety. To be honest, like the animals that I enjoy hunting, it changes every month. Yeah, I think they would have to do that, Joe, if they ever add a great one to them. Nah, pheasant aren't a top 5 favorite for me. They are fun, and they are quite good, but I wouldn't say they're top 5 levels of enjoyment. Oh yeah, I agree 100%, Gabriel. I don't know why they made the pronghorn drink so late. Definitely a strange decision. But the Rocky Elk changes were really good during that update. Where do I hunt my Euro Bison? Primarily on the left side of the map, like this little river right here. Oh. Got some out in front. Oh, he's fleeing. There's more, though. That wind is not doing us a favor, though. Of course I can, Hunter Tay. Is there a melanistic for Euro Bison? Yes, there is, and they look amazing. They could do a Greenland map? What would be in Greenland that would be different from other maps? I'm not too familiar with the area. What type of unique animals could they add with that? That should be vitals right there. Provided we hit it. You know, I think one of my favorite things about the fact that they chose internal magazine rifles for the 7mm and 308 is if I fire one shot and then I reload, it's a much quicker reload than if I fire all 3 shots and then reload. So I can just, if I take a single shot like that, I can just reload super quickly and have all 3 rounds ready to go. Hasn't died yet. There we go. Come on, slow down, stop running. Not behind the tree, though. Of course, they always stop running when they're behind the tree, man. Never fails. Never fails. One of them died. They should do a Utah map. That could be interesting, like a Utah desert map. Probably would be insane for mule deer. I imagine that'd be a pretty crazy good mule deer map. Vital organ hit, as we kind of expected. Hey, Mad Muffin, how's it going? That guy ran a decent bit. No, they're definitely not found gaming. There's never been any confirmation of future species. They really don't tell us what's going to be added until until an early access hits, right? So like until they start showing stuff off on the EW streams, there's no confirmation of it. I don't think they've ever mentioned squirrels. I'm assuming you probably saw somebody speculating that we might get them in the future or that they would love to see them. There's a lot of people that want squirrel, but they've never said whether they'll add them or not. Yeah, it definitely would, V-Glass. Layton is based off of Washington, and Washington and Oregon are very similar. And very close together as well. A nice looking bison right there. We're going to shoot this guy in a second. I'm going to real quickly hit up the restroom, guys. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's get back to it. That guy's actually giving us a better shot. But that guy's a 4. I kind of want the 4. This is also a terrible area to be moving around in. Oh, oops. Sorry, buddy. That was awkward. One more into you. This is Hirschfeld in Found Gaming. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Yeah, so he's like right there. Is there any way over here to get across? I don't even know if there... I don't even know if there is. Gosh. Is there any moose in Oregon? Not really, no. Man, ever since I got over that bad cold that I had, my throat has been doing this thing where, like, I'll be talking, and then, like, I'll feel like a little, almost like a little pinch, in the back of my throat, and, like, I can't finish the sentence. It just stops whatever I'm saying. And then I have to, like, cough to get it to go away. It's really strange. Never had anything like that before. Oh gosh, this area is so rough. Why did I come over here? Oh, well, this map's not based in Oregon, Gabriel. This is based in, I don't know exactly where, but somewhere in Europe. Unless you're talking about Leighton. It's based in Germany? Got you. I mean, I can see everybody's chats, Hunter. I can see them all. Just because I don't read them all doesn't mean I don't see them all. Let's see, can we spot something from up here? Because I would kind of love to be able to snipe one from here. To be honest, I probably could have just waited for that. Come over here and then tried to snipe the herd that we just shot out of. Could they ever add a Japan map? I don't believe hunting is legal in Japan. I don't think so, at least. I don't believe it's legal. And knowing EW, they would not get anywhere near anything where you're not allowed to do it in real life. Kind of how their track record has been. It's legal, but very limited. Yeah, they'd probably steer clear of that then. I couldn't see them making a Japan map if it's very limited. Ooh, that's rough, Gabriel. Release date the 14th, so 3 days from now. I don't even know, Blake. I'm not sure. Well, yeah, I've known that for a while, TJ. I don't ever expect them to add elephants. For more reasons than just, like, the controversial side of things, right? It actually is legal to hunt elephants. A lot of people don't know this, but, they actually do, like, sell tags, or I guess permits for them, to take out the old, like, troublesome bulls. If you don't know, when elephants get really old, they tend to be kind of, like, useless, essentially. When an elephant gets really old, they start terrorizing the younger elephants, and a lot of times we'll even kill them off because they're fighting over the female elephants. But those old ones, they can't breed any longer. So they're essentially just killing off all the younger ones just because of territorial reasons, right? And then they can't make any more baby elephants, so it's kind of like you just want to get them out of the herds because they're causing a lot of trouble and are essentially useless. Excuse me. Gosh, man, my allergies have been so rough today. That on top of like this lingering cough from that cold I had, it's been a rough day. Are you excited for the update? To release and make content with it? Oh yeah, definitely. It's gonna be great. Very excited as always. Yeah, exactly, Joe. It's very expensive, and whenever you hunt elephants, you're taking out a very specific elephant. Like, you can't just shoot any elephant. It has to be a mature bull that is no longer fertile, you know? How many rares do I have? To be honest, I've never counted. I've got more than I would ever want to go through and count. Ah, man, we spooked it. Can we get him? I need him to go broadside. Is that a male? No, it's a female. We'll take her anyway. They're decent, Gruntley. They're decent. I like the 7mm a lot. The 338, it's kind of like back and forth for me. With this 338, I like the damage output at close range on stuff like Bison. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't have super great penetration against stuff like Moose. So a lot of times you can't even get to the heart on Moose, and with Moose, you're almost always prioritizing heart shots. It's also got more bullet drop than the 300 Magnum. So I can't see myself using this for Moose grinding. I could totally see myself using it on stuff like Bison, Cape Buffalo, elk, things like that, but not for Moose. So I think it's not going to make the 300 obsolete, but instead be a good gun to go alongside it. Oh yeah, well obviously, Jacob. I wish they would kind of just put whatever would be good for the game instead of not doing stuff because of the like real world controversies. I wish they would just kind of add what they thought would be good for the game. To be honest though, I think elephants is a bit different because it would also require a brand new lodge. Because as of now, the lodge would not be big enough to house them. And it would also be the biggest animal they'd ever have created, so they'd need a very special set of animations, modeling, all that stuff. Hunter, are you tripping, dude? You're barking at nothing. We weren't being attacked, buddy, I promise. Hunter's tripping over here, man. I don't know what he's barking at. Shadows, apparently. Yeah, Joe, I do. I have a, what's it called? I've got a Diamondback DB15 AR. I've got a Browning BAR Mark II in 7mm Remington Magnum. I've got a really old Winchester, I think it's a Model 6322. Super old gun, super cool gun. And then I've got a Springfield XDM9 9mm handgun. And then I've got a Mossberg, I believe it's a 535 12-gauge pump action. Believe that's... Oh, wait, no, I also have the Marlin XL7 270. That's the last one. So, yeah, that's all mine. I got a decent amount of them. Nothing crazy, but a decent bit. Oh yeah, right, it is. Like, game development is very tough. Especially if you're a smaller development team. Do we got any males in there? I hope we do. I hope we got a big male in there. 3. What a giant. Huge. Stunning. Phenomenal. Smoked. I think he was the only one, though. Dream Call of the Wild Animal is doll sheep. Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome. Excuse me. Yeah, doll sheep would be great. I'd love to see them added to Yukon. Doll sheep and Sitka Blacktail would be really good on Yukon, I feel. I don't know why they haven't added them. I don't know if there's going to be any way to cross over to that guy. It looks like it was a bad shot anyway, though. To be honest, we might have even hit the tree, because there was a small tree in front of him. Roe deer. You're not a bison. For the moose on Layton, I think it's essentially the same range as the whitetail, so just the left side of the map, including like Belmont Swamp and the southern coast. I think that's pretty much their entire range. Where am I? I'm currently over here on the left side of Hirschfelden, right above Ernsdorf. Yeah, I'm not sure, Gabriel. I'm not sure how they do that. Oh, that's crazy, Doge. Maybe, Gabriel, maybe. It's hard to say. I don't know if that's how it would work. I think they would have to get a cut. It'd probably have to be a cut.
Oh, yes, that's, oh my gosh.
Oh. Hey. Guess I should be paying attention to them more. Charlie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Any tips for the red deer grind? What map? What map are you going to be doing your red deer grind on? Because that will kind of determine the types of tips. Because I really don't know too much about Hirschfelden or Parquet for red deer. Most of my knowledge on red deer is Tiabaroa. I don't know if that shot's gonna be good. One more, just in case. Ezio, thank you so much for the gifted membership, and congrats to Drippy. You just got the gifted. Amazing, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've got a few loadouts set up. I've got a moose grinding one. I've got a new weapons loadout. I've got a general loadout for like multiplayer and stuff. And then I think I have one that I kind of just toss whatever I want on it. Yeah, I didn't get vitals once again. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. I'm hoping this area's got some. This looks like a cool area to have some bison. Nice little bridge. We got kind of a little inlet here. Definitely bison tracks. Question is, are these the ones that we were just seeing and they ran this way, or is there actually a herd here? I don't think there's a herd here, though. Let's go. Oh, it's past their time. No wonder. Nice, Drippy. That's amazing, dude. Anything good? Not really, Casey. We haven't really seen anything too crazy. Kind of just testing out the new rifles on the Euro Bison. I don't believe so, Cold Killer. I don't believe so. A 3 there, and then there's a 4 right there. Let's just... Oop! He's turning. There we go. He finally stayed still and we got him. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. Kinda want to get this red deer with the 7mm. Maybe AA Call of the Wild. I could see that maybe happening. I don't think it would be in the same update, though. Down he goes. Beautiful. I love the sound of the 7mm. It's so like, it's just got such a booming sound to it. Yeah, I could try whitetail with the 7mm. I have done some of that already, actually. I did some yesterday during the stream. We might do more, though. Ankle shot. And then right lung on the second. There is no great one this update, JX Witch. There's just speculation that there will be one next update. Personally, I'm thinking that it's going to be Euro Bison or fallow deer. I feel like those are the two most likely options. Most likely going to be the Euro Bison, though, since I added a mount for them. Man, that's a pretty big one, actually. Not bad. What would a great one Euro Bison look like? Probably like special fur types. And then you could do stuff like bigger horns, maybe a deformed horn that grows off the side of its head instead of the top. 3 horns instead of 2, like have a horn growing off the side of one of the other horns. Have like just a really like bendy, twisty horn. Like there's some stuff you could do. You could make the hair longer and more shaggy. You could just make it look like a really old, like seasoned bison that's got, you know, the long scraggy hair, super big horns, and like a cool fur type. That was a left lung liver, not too bad. I don't think we got those other bison though. There is no turkey drink time. Nice, Ad Hunter. That's good to hear. Glad it all got fixed for you. Level 2, we got some red deer. No, Finn, that's going to be the 14th. I had to reschedule it, and as always, I can't promise it'll be 12 hours, as I am a dad, and my daughter needs to go to sleep typically around like 9 or 10. And I'm going to be starting the stream at 10, so I might not make it the full 12. We'll have to see how things go. I'll do my best, but I can't promise it'll be exactly 12 hours. That guy's just kind of chilling there waiting for us to take him down, so I feel like we should probably oblige. Beautiful. That's a good-looking little mythical, too. Love to see it. Welcome back, Alex. How's it going? Euro Bison drink time is 10 to 13, I believe. It's either 10 to 13 or 10 to 14. We don't do shoutouts, Braxton, because if one person gets a shoutout, everybody else is going to want a shoutout, and then the stream would just be shouting people out at that point. So, no, I don't do shoutouts if somebody is asking for a shoutout. That's not how you get shoutouts. No, I don't do the guided hunts. Guided hunts are ladies' thing. I'm not going to directly copy something another creator's doing. I do something else where I help viewers find their zones for Great One grinds. Next one of those will probably be shortly after the update drops on the 14th, so maybe the 15th or 16th we'll do something like that. But yeah, I try not to do something that somebody else is already doing, right? Which is why I don't do, like, guided hunts, because that's something Lady Legend is doing. And even though there's probably a lot of scenarios where, like, the other content creators, like, if you asked them if you could do a similar video idea, they'd probably be fine with it, but that doesn't change that there'd be a lot of people commenting, like, you're copying this person, so most of the time it's just not worth doing something that someone else has already done. Even if they would be fine with it. Mentalist, thank you for the gifted membership. Really appreciate it. And congrats to Joe Berg. You just got gifted that membership. Absolutely amazing, dude. Thank you so much. I will later in the evening, CJ. Hey, Jack, how's it going, dude? How much is the membership? They start at 99 cents. Is a red-spotted fallow rare? Red-spotted fallow. Is that even a thing? I haven't hunted fallow since they changed the name, or I haven't hunted a lot of fallow since they changed the names of some of the fur types. I actually don't know, to be honest. I know red spotted is rare for Sika deer. Oh, there's Euro Bison. There we go. Had to do it on the drop, you know. And down he goes. That 5-round magazine is a lifesaver, honestly. So good. That's honestly the best feature of the 338 is the 5-round magazine. Because like I was saying earlier, it's definitely lacking in a couple areas. Like the bullet drop is really bad on the 338. And it doesn't have great penetration. The 300 actually penetrates farther in a lot of scenarios, except on Cape Buffalo, oddly enough. Like, this thing does great on Cape Buffalo. But there's one thing that it does way better than the 300, and that is the magazine size. That extra round is amazing. Yeah, pretty much, Johnny, pretty much. Although, like I said, 300 has trouble getting penetration on Cape Buffalo sometimes. The 338 doesn't seem to have that issue from what I've seen. So that's another scenario where I think this will be a better option, is like Cape Buffalo. And as long as you're not going for hard shots, I do think this is going to be like a perfectly fine rifle to use. I haven't had any trouble penetrating these Bison with the 338. Yeah, like this has been... What the? It didn't even register. It didn't even register the hit on the first lung. What happened there? Interesting. You should be able to, Gabriel. I don't know why it wouldn't let you. Wow. Okay. If we hit high on the Bison, we can penetrate both lungs and the vertebrae. Wow. That's pretty crazy. I want to see if we can consistently replicate that. Because if I can consistently hit double lung vertebrae, that's actually going to be pretty nuts. Piebald mallards are a common at this point. They used to be an uncommon, but they made some changes in an update a few updates ago. Hey Louise, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. Welcome to the stream. Hey Albie, how's it going? Hey Kian, hope you're doing good. Made it just in time for the European Bison smokage. We've been taking down quite a few of them so far, and 338's actually done pretty great on them. Even the 7mm has done decent on them. Both are extremely rare, though. Wait, for what? Let me look. Did I miss something? I must have missed it. Oh gosh, this... Alright, here's the tough part. Getting around this. Oh, come on. Nope, that's not gonna work. Well, we got ourselves in a little bit of a pickle here. A little bit further each time. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of this. I'm going to have to go all the way up and around. Can we go up here? I think we can. The one thing that I don't like about the shore on Hirschfelden... Well, one of the two things. I don't like the amount of brush and then the rough terrain. Really hard to maneuver. Awesome, Louise. That's awesome to hear. Just logged in. What are the guns called? There is... Let's actually see. The Malmer 7mm Magnum, the Olsen Model 23308, and the Sarugi LRR 338. Hey, Baz, how's it going, dude? Glad you could make it. You didn't miss too much, Stephanie. Apparently, Gabriel. Apparently. It seems like it always happens. You're 1 minute behind. Ooh, feels bad, Bebop. Gotta love it, man. Yeah, it does look pretty good, Drippy. It does. That's actually the logo I use for my second channel. I'm not sure, Johnny. Let me look. Yeah, accuracy is 38 on it. The 7mm is 35 on the accuracy. 308's got 40. .308's got the best hipfire rating. Interesting. Next time we see a red deer, we'll probably blast it with the 308 bolt. Also, I just wanted to point out, I love how this skin looks on the 308. This actually looks so clean. This combination I love. We'll have to go into the storage and see what each of them are called again, because I forgot. Well, this is kind of cool. A little cabin out in the middle of nowhere. Honestly, this would be kind of a cool placement for an outpost. It's far enough away from other outposts that it wouldn't be too bad of an idea either. Oh! Look at that! What the? Holy! Where'd you come from? Oh my gosh! Look at that giant! Let's take this thing down with the new 7mm. Oh my gosh, just out of nowhere during a bison hunt. Level 5 fallow. How far away is he? I gotta check before we shoot. 276. Okay, we can totally make this. Dropped him on the spot. Oh my gosh, that is insane. Drop a marker right on top of him. That thing just came out of nowhere. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. That's the last thing I expected to find. You know, I thought we'd find like a diamond or rare bison today, but instead, just out of nowhere, we find a level 5 fallow deer. Watch it troll somehow? I don't think it will, Johnny. I think we're good. I think that one is a guaranteed diamond just based on the size of the antlers. Also, did you guys notice this? In your storage, you can access the trophy manager now, which is really cool. That honestly is something that they needed to do. It was kind of weird that that wasn't a thing before. So it's nice to see they added it. Tyler, thank you for the super chat, dude. Hirschfeld and Green 6.5, I would love to see that. Oh yeah, we can check it out. We can take a quick look at it while we're here. Let's see. Hirschfeld and Green, is it this one? Yes, it is. This is one of my favorites. Oh, that is beautiful. Ooh, the black looks nice too. But yeah, the Hirschfeld and Green looks good on it. And then this is the Mississippi Acres dark green. But yeah, that looks clean. That is pretty clean. And then, oh. Blue looking kind of fire. Also, what will it look like with this? Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, please. Wow. That is a gorgeous gun right there. That actually does look really good. Thank you for the super chat once again, though, Tyler. Glad you asked me to look at that, because that actually looks really good. That might be one of my new favorite combinations. That is really good looking. Let's go get that diamond fallow deer, though. We gotta go pick up that thing. Yeah, for sure, Kian. I gotta say, this little round of skins is miles above the last round of skins they did. Alright, let's go get our fallow. I can't believe that thing just showed up out of nowhere. On the shoreline across from us. It's not even their drink time. Or is it? No, I don't think so. Don't believe it is. Yeah, they do, Johnny. The wood finishes are really good. The black paint and the new green paints look really good. Yeah, we got a diamond fallow, Caitlin. We're about to go claim it. We blasted it from across the water with the 7 mil. Let's go get this thing. That is so cool. Last thing I expected to see. I swear to God if it floated. Okay, no, it's right there. That's so cool. Let's remove the mark. Look at him. Absolutely smoked with the 7mm. Let's just do this for a quick little screenshot. Get rid of the hunting HUD. And then I can just edit out the confirm thing on screen. Boom. And then... let's claim him. 262.49 diamond fallow deer. 7mm smoking it from 277 meters away. Let's tax that bad boy real quickly and get a good look at it in the inspect screen. That's a gorgeous deer. You know, it never gets old seeing these beautiful fallow deer. Fallow deer have to be some of the better true racks in the game. Like, they look so good. Though I would like to see a little bit more variety in, like, the style of antler for the fallow. The fallow deer are pretty much just like one uniform shape, and then it just gets slightly more tines and bigger. But fallow deer actually have a lot more, like, interesting and unique shapes that they can get on their antlers that aren't quite as, I guess, even and nice looking as these. So I would like to see more stuff like that in the future, but fallow deer are definitely one of the better looking true racks in the game. That is pretty cool. Definitely the best thing of the day. By a long shot. That was great. It's roughly like 220, 225 instead of 300 V-Glass. It's a massive improvement. Definitely a massive improvement. Yeah, Crusader, we didn't even, we weren't even targeting fallow deer today. We've been targeting bison. And I looked across, and I see just a random level 5 fallow deer walking along the shore alone. Just the most random thing ever. Really cool, though. Oh, yep, I need to do that drawn, thank you. I always forget. How do I always forget? There we go, now we're on live chat. Cousin has a fence where he hangs the heads of the deer he shoots, and he has like 10 big fallow stags. It's so cool. Ooh, that is insane. That is pretty awesome. Fallow deer is something I'd love to hunt one of these days, and honestly, I think a fallow deer hunt should be easier to get than a red deer hunt. I'm pretty sure fallow deer are actually very commonly in Texas, right? I think there's a lot of places that you can go to hunt fallow in Texas. And I believe it is cheaper than hunting red deer would be. So maybe one of these days I'll get to do like a fallow deer hunt. I wonder what all states have fallow deer that you can hunt. Because I would love to hunt fallow deer one of these days, but I don't know if I'd want to go all the way to Texas, as I hate plains. So, yeah. Is it fallow deer time now? I guess it is. I guess it's fallow deer time now. I guess we could use the 7mm and the 308 on them. Here's the 308. Dropping him. So far, my only complaint with the 308 bolt action is that it sounds the same as the Ecker's 30-06 does. Other than that, though, it's really nice. Oh, there is Gabriel? I'll have to look into it. If they allow you to get a tag for them, that'd be pretty cool. I imagine if they are huntable, you probably have to draw for the tag or something. Hard to say. Nice, Louise. Yeah, I've heard that they're great. I have heard great things about red deer and fallow. Always been my dream ever since I was a kid to hunt red deer one of these days, and yeah, I've heard from a lot of people that they're pretty delicious as well. There's our little fallow deer. Thank you, Go With The Flow. I'm glad that you enjoy them. Thank you so much. To be honest, guys, I didn't even know fallow could be over here. So that is kind of cool to see. Nice little fallow deer buck. I wonder, are we going to have to go all the way up? I think we will. So I'm just going to do that right away instead of struggling along the edge like last time. Although we're struggling getting up even. Yeah, Faded, we've been shooting Euro Bison for most of the stream. And we just ended up finding a random diamond fallow deer because it switched over to fallow deer time. So we ended up just killing a diamond fallow. And now we're kind of just going to walk around here and see if we can find any good fallow deer since it's already at their time. We don't know yet 510, but it's very likely that it could be. What did it score? It was like 262 point something. Not a huge one, but decent. I'm just happy we even found a diamond. It feels good to be able to take a diamond with one of the new guns. This is actually a pretty decent area for zones. I kind of wish there was a fallow zone just chilling right there. That'd be nice. Yeah, that's an island. I doubt anything's going to be on the island. Yeah, I agree, Johnny. It'll be really good for multiplayer, for sure. Or for some of the species that aren't in super big herds. Like blacktail deer. It'll be great for blacktail. It'll be great for Sika deer, probably. I think Sika and blacktail it'll be amazing for because they're not super large herds. Sika deer usually only have 1 or 2 males that you can shoot. And then blacktail are never larger than a group of 5, and usually it's only a couple bucks, so I think it'll be great for them. Hard to say, though. I haven't got to test it out on the blacktail or the Sika deer. Do I have an albino diamond? I've got a couple of them. I have 2 albino diamond whitetail, and I have 2 albino diamond red deer. Those are the only species I have diamond albinos, though. Well, I've got a couple diamond albino axes, but that was during the time where they were bugged and there was just level 5s everywhere. So I don't really count those as super rares. Because that was during a time period where they were just really easy to find. You think we need a new map with blacktail and elk? Yes, I do think we need a new map with blacktail and elk. And I honestly think a British Columbia map would be the perfect chance to do that. Put in a British Columbia map, give us another map for blacktail, Roosevelt elk, and a couple other species, and then give us some new species with it as well. I think that'd be great. Jackson, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. How are you? I'm doing great. I hope you're doing good as well. Hope everything's been going great for you. Yeah, like the 7 mil is not too bad. You can usually kill 2 animals before they flee. If you're quick with your transferring between one to the other. Hey Foxy, how's it going? Yeah, Johnny, for sure. You've got one of the nicest super rare red deer I've ever seen. A huge big rack diamond albino. Uh-oh. Oh, gosh, what was that? Hold on, let me try that again. Oh, that's glitchy. Am I gonna get launched across the map one of these days? Oh, wow. I've never found a piece of terrain like this in Call of the Wild that kicks you out of it. I bet if you hit this right, you could get launched. Oh! I was right. It didn't launch us as far as I was hoping, but that was actually kind of amazing. That's kind of hilarious. Thank you, Thomas. I'm glad you enjoy them. For sure, I mean, we definitely do. Right now, the closest thing we have to a Canadian map is Yukon, and it's Alaska, even though it's got a lot of the same species that you could have on a Canadian map. Later, Savage. Is the European Bison going to be the great one? I already responded to you a little bit ago. I don't know if it will be. It's very likely, though. They don't typically add a multi-mount for a species unless it's for a new species that came with a map, or if it's a great one that's getting added. And considering we already had a multi-mount for the Euro Bison and they just randomly added one out of nowhere, it does make you wonder, why would they do that unless they were going to add a great one in? So I do think it's very likely. Yeah, exactly. The 7mm is basically the same as the 303. Very similar performance. 7mm, I believe, is slightly better, though. But yeah, it's definitely not better than the 300. 300 and 338 are the only two, like, comparable guns to each other. Yeah, exactly, Johnny. It's not a lot better than the 303, but it is slightly better. And I think the selling point for the 7mm for me is not only the fact that it's just as powerful, if not more powerful than the 303, but it sounds way better than a lot of the other guns. It has a really nice sound. And for me, part of what makes me like a gun is not just how powerful it is, but also how it sounds and how it looks. And this gun kind of ticks all the boxes, which is why it's my favorite out of the weapon pack. Let's go over here. See if there's any fallow over there. An Alberta or New Brunswick map? Yeah, that'd be cool, meme. There's a lot of places they could do a map that would actually be pretty cool. There's honestly so many parts of the world that are untouched in Call of the Wild that would be really good. Based on its look, what do you think the 308 is based on in terms of IRL firearms? I don't know. I haven't actually looked into it yet. I've been meaning to look into, like, what their real-life counterparts could be, but I haven't got around to it as of now. I think it'll probably be pretty easy to narrow down what the 338 is based on, but I'm not sure about the 7mm or the 308. They might be a little bit tougher. I mean, I guess I could always ask Jaxie Beard if he knows. He might know. I know that we have found the inspiration for the 6.5 before. It's based off of the Bergara. I believe the B15 is the name or something like that. But we know it's based off of a Bergara 6.5. Ooh, hello there. Nice level 4. Let's use the 308 on this guy. Yeah, possibly, Daniel. I imagine it's a popular rifle for sure. B14, yeah, that's what I thought. Not sure why I said B15. I was close, at least, right? Hey, Bryce, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. 303 is amazing in Call of the Wild. It really is. It's great. Wish they could do like an Alberta, BC mountain map for a Canadian map. Yeah, definitely, Joe. Definitely. To be honest, I want British Columbia more than anything in terms of a Canadian map. There's so much good stuff they could add with it. Like, just give us the Canadian map that we want. All right, let's go back to hunting European bison. Since that's what we were here to do anyway today. There's the rest. Let's head over here. I've had them ever since they were released, Thomas. Hold on. I gotta go back. I think I missed Tony's super chat. Yeah. Tony, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it, dude. And thank you for the gifted as well. And congrats to Kian. You just got the gifted membership. Thank you so much, Tony. Really appreciate it. Apologies for being so late to that. I didn't see it at first. All right, let's main menu. These have not returned. Gonna have to do another time reset, though. You know, just because I'm curious. Of course I missed vitals. Well, that's not really much of a test now, is it? Kinda gotta hit the vitals in order to test the damage output. That would definitely help a little bit. Maybe, Ezio. It's hard to say. I don't think they will because I think in general it's not legal to hunt tigers anywhere, really. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think the only time it's legal to hunt a tiger is if it's like terrorizing a village or something like that, or killing livestock. That was vitals. Oh gosh. Yeah, don't use 338 on red deer. That's actually kind of sad that it kills them that slow. I'm guessing it probably didn't even get double lung. That's really the downside to the 338 right now, is it cannot penetrate to double lung very often. You're much more likely to get a single lung. When will the new update come out? It's going to come out the 14th. That our red deer? Yeah, it's our red deer. Really curious where we hit. In some situations, Parker, it's kind of back and forth. The 338 is better in some scenarios, and the 300 is better in other scenarios. Like, I like the 338 at close to mid-range. Oh, that was stomach intestines. Okay, that actually makes more sense. That makes more sense. But yeah, I like the 338 for stuff like buffalo, bison, elk, things like that. But I like the 300 better for moose because it actually has more penetration and it shoots flatter, which means you can more reliably get hard shots on moose. And that's typically what I go for when I'm hunting them. So I'm going to use the 300 for moose, 338 for most of the other stuff in its class range. There we go. Beautiful. I'm gonna just say it right now, Cody, but I don't believe you. I won't believe you till I see pictures of your fabled piebald in the Discord. Drop them in the Discord. Drop them in the Discord or forever be considered a liar. I'm gonna just say, Cody, it's very unlikely that you would even have a fabled piebald. There's only been one confirmed legitimate one on PC, and only like 2 confirmed legitimate ones on console. So the likelihood that you have 53 great ones and one is a fabled piebald is very unlikely. We'd be more likely to believe you if you actually dropped a picture of it in the Discord, though. What the? He took a swim. All right. Okay, then. There he is. Oh, man. I know, right, Ian? I don't get it. I don't get it. But that's the world we live in today. Have a fabled spotted red deer. Exactly, Caitlin. Like, you know, you got the real fabled spotted. Yeah, exactly, Tyler. Like, I could see 53 great ones is a possibility if you spend a lot of time. I mean, I've got 27 great ones. iBuy's got like 37 or 40 or something like that, so... Or like 45, I think. So it's not impossible. But it's just unlikely that your most recent one would be a fabled piebald. That only one has ever been found on PC. Just not very likely. Boom! 202.35. Scapula'd him. Feels bad. Oh no, Joe, that's not good. Yeah, at least she stayed in your driveway. Otherwise, that would have been bad. Come on, little bison. Where are you? Get over here quicker. Unfortunate, Austin. It happens, though. We've all messed up trophies before. I don't know, Zay. I don't think I'd like it if they made Great Ones easier in early access. I don't think I'd like that, because then, like, everybody would have already seen what it looks like. They would have already seen somebody kill one, so they wouldn't have any reason to watch it when you actually get one on the live build. And plus, these early access builds that we get are the exact same as the live build. It's essentially just giving us access to it slightly early and making it so like the progress doesn't save, but it's the exact same build that will go live. So whatever you see in this one, it's going to be identical to what will be in the live build. So I don't think they could really do it like that. That would require them to completely rethink the way they do these early accesses. Yeah, exactly, GG. They are ridiculously rare. It's honestly kind of crazy how rare they are. Anyway, guys, we're probably going to go ahead and jump off of the stream. Really appreciate y'all being here, but I got to get a video recorded for tomorrow or else we won't have a video. I'd also like to get some... What's it called? I'd like to get some shorts made as well, some YouTube shorts. I'll probably do a couple of those as well. But thank you all so much for being here. It was quite a fun stream. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. Stay tuned in the next couple of days for the DD collab that we're going to be doing on either Monday or Tuesday. Not sure what day I'll post it, but that should be quite a bit of fun as well. And of course, all the live streams that we'll be doing. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!